Alright, so as you guys know, Tuesday I played 9 holes, but I only uploaded 3 of the holes because my battery was dying. I was very disappointed how I finished. I thought I was going to do better, but I only shot 1 over, again another 37. So on the 4th hole is where walking to the 4th hole is where I ended the video. So on it, I hit. It's a fairly short hole. It's just over 300 yards. I could have easily been up on the green from where I was with the driver. I decided not to. They were men on the green, so I chose to lay up with the 3-iron. Well, as you guys know, on that first hole, I hit a decent 3-iron. Just a little. I just drew it a little bit too much. So I was like, okay, well, the draw's not too bad on this hole. So I decided to hit another 3-iron. Well, I hit it fat, and I'm just next to the 150. So I hit it probably 120 yards. I was not happy with that. So hitting my second shot from the 150. This green is elevated by about 5 yards, so I'm hitting. But I'm gonna hit. I told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna play it flat and pitching wedge. I've been hitting it good today, so I decided to do that. Well, it drew just a little bit. I wish I could have done that with a good shot long off the tee, so it would have sloped back down towards the right. But I decided to hit a draw at the wrong time. So I'm just up on the left of the green, just off by a few feet, hitting 58 for my third shot. Hit it good. Thought it was going in, but I missed it, so I'm long, putting for par. I have about 10, 15 feet for par. Good line, just hit it too hard, so by a few inches, so I pick up a bogey. So at that point, I had bogey, birdie, bogey. Not a good start for me. So I am back to 2 over, like I was after 2 holes. Fifth hole. It's the number 2 handicap on the course. From where I was, for me, it was really easy. So I was like, you know what? 5-iron off the tee. Don't want to hit driver. There's bunkers up. Kind of about less than 100 yards in from the green. So I was like, I don't want to risk going in this. So I just hit a 5-iron. Well, I did what I wanted to do. So I wanted to go just left of the cart path into the rough over there, because I get out here. This rough is actually sometimes so much better than the fairway. So I'm hitting in the fairway, it's sitting up. I have a good lie. I was like, okay. Looked at my watch. 150 to the middle. Perfect yardage for my, or like 146. So perfect yardage for my pitching wedge. But I forgot to look that the flag was in the back of the green. So I was like, okay. Put it in the normal stance. It was a flyer lie. No, I put it up in the front of my stance because I wanted to spin back a little bit, because I thought I was going to go long. And then I hit. It was perfect lie too, flying, like I said. Hit a great pitching wedge. And I was like, spin. Then I looked over to the left. I was like, dang it, the pin is in the back. So I was like, man, I didn't have enough club. If I went a normal 9-iron or pitching wedge, I definitely would have had enough club. But I didn't. So then I 2-putt for par there. It was a good par on one of the hardest holes on the course. 6th hole. It's usually, from where I play, it's usually about 210 yards. Where I was playing it on Tuesday, it was playing 165 or 163 to the middle. So I was like, all right, perfect yardage for my 8-iron. Put it up in the front of my stance because I wanted to hit and stop, or hit and there's a slope. So I wanted the feet back. If I put it in the middle, it was just gonna hit and release. So I put it in the front of my stance. I just pured it. I put it 20 or about 10 yards past, 15 yards past of the pin. So I'm about 30, 45 feet putting for birdie. I probably could have hit a very strong 9-iron and gotten there. But I decided not to because I wanted to be putting. So I 2-putt that for par. Not bad. It's a tough green. It's really long. Very hard to read that green. because the sun's always in your face when you're on it. And plus, it was also very, very humid. Hole 7. So I was in between 3 clubs here. I was between 3-wood, 5-iron, 3-iron. I did not want to hit 5-wood because confident, but I'm not super confident with it. So I was like, I'm gonna play a little. It's a dogleg left, so I was like, all right. I don't want to go left though because there's a bunch of trees and there's a penalty area over there. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit 3-iron, just a little high cut into the middle of the fairway where I have a good lie. Perfect did that. I'm about 140 in, pinned back right, but it's a middle back right. So I was like, okay, looked at my watch, pitching wedge. It's about 140, 145, good distance. I leave it short. It was perfect. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play a little fade in there. It's gonna head off the back mound and roll it 3 feet. Well, hit the fade, didn't have the distance. So I'm just short of the green. Pulled out 56 this time because I just wanted to hit, check up, and release a little bit. So I did that. I have about 4 feet for par. Drained that. So I am back. I'm still 2 over through 7. Hole 8. I pulled out driver for the second time of the day. It's par 5. I go left a little bit, in a good lie. I was in a casual water, so I moved it out because it had been raining the day before. So I'm left rough, about 190 to the 195 to the middle, the green. So I was like, okay, 6-iron. Did that. Hit it good, just short. The humidity stopped it in the air. Let's see, and then so grabbed my 58. It's a little wet, so I was like, gosh, I just hope I don't chunk it. Perfect, cured it. I was like, it checked up 10 feet, it hit 10 feet short of the hole, or at least I thought it was gonna go in for eagle to put me at even. It didn't. I'm about 5 feet for birdie, make it. So I'm back to 1 over, sorry. So I didn't know this, but they're doing renovations on hole 9, so they moved all the tees to where the greens are, so the front tees. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm gonna play the tips this hole. It's pretty. It's like 10 yards different. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play from the tips. I feel confident. I've been hitting well today. Pulled out 5-iron just to hit the 150, and everything slopes down back towards the green. And I push it off right a little bit. Which is fine. The fairway is elevated. The rough sits lower. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. So I have about 110. So I was like, I'm in between clubs there. So I was like, 56, wouldn't get there. 52, I'm pretty sure I can get there. Well, hit it pure, drew a little bit in. I mean, it was the best shot. I hit it grabbed a little bit too much dirt. So I'm just short of the green, chipping, hitting 3, and I hit it. I was like, it's too wet to putt, and plus the fringes are crowned. So I was like, I don't want to putt it. It wouldn't be a good idea. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do just a little bump and run with the 58. So I pure it. Got just enough spin on it to where it checked up quite a bit, put it to 2 feet, and tapped that in for par. So I finished the round at oh, sorry, I can't show my company logo. So I finished at 1 over through 9 holes. Not terrible. I wish I would have shot at least 1 under or even par, which would have been my goal. Let's see. So the past 2 rounds I've played at Sienna Plantation Golf Course. Oh, it's just a glare. light on my nose. I shot 37. Not super happy with that, but it is what it is. I can't do much about it. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. On Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I'm actually not gonna do a video. I'm sorry about that. I'm not legally allowed to show my company logo. The company I work for, at least. What was I saying? Oh, because I am working with my mom, I'm helping her file some invoices for the company she works for. I said I'd help just so they can get things done faster because we're going out of town soon. So hopefully I'm gonna maybe get out on Wednesday, July 3rd. Just depends on how I'm feeling, if I need a rest, because I am going to Belize on the 4th. So I will see you guys hopefully on Wednesday. If not, I hope you guys have a great 4th. I'll probably do a video when I get to Belize, just saying happy 4th of July to y'all.